Hello and welcome back to our HIP New World Order series here as the Holy Roman Empire. In our last episode, we have been continuing our war against Baden, which should not last too much longer. We're up to 84% and we're getting ticking worth going in our favour at this point. So it is only a matter of time there. One or two more sieges should do it. And we also got word of an adventurer threat from this Turkish character who is living down in actually, he's in the court of that guy, but when I went to location, he was over here, so who knows where he actually is. But anyway, he is preparing men for an attack against me. We're going to have to defend against that. Assuming their plot doesn't fire in the meantime, which it might do. We did just bribe some people, so let's unpause and let them get invited. Apparently we don't get to know what title he's actually going to attack us over until he actually does. But given that he is he actually a relation of the Seljuks? He is part of the Seljuk dynasty, I think. He's incredibly slow. I guess it's a big dynasty. Yeah, same dynasty as the actual Seljuks. Okay, interesting. So it might be Jerusalem that he wants, but it might be any other title for all I know. Guess we'll find out if it comes to that. So I think we might want to delay the Holy War against the Seljuks that I mentioned we're going to start, at least until we know what's going to happen with this adventurer. That's okay, there's no special rush on that anyway. Our vassal, the Queen, sends word of enemy courtiers. We will imprison a huge amount of prisoners here. Pretty good. Click the ransom the mole button. Tyrus was converted to the Catholic faith. Was that one of the counties down here in Jerusalem? It was. Okay, good. So some of them are starting to be converted by somebody other than me. The lady almost ran me down as I entered the hall. Tearfully, she told me that my granddaughter Damiana had insulted her again. Well, I think we can have her become honest. That's okay. Well, it lowers her intrigue even further. I guess it's already factoring in honest there. On the other hand, I think it's better to have honest than have nothing. That's fine. Ransomed all the prisoners. Baden gives up. We'll accept. So we usurped the title there. Let's see what the situation is in this duchy. To hold the duchy title, these two characters are directly under us, probably. Yes. You are under our vassal queen. And this is also part of the duchy. You are under this duke. So if we grant the duchy to this guy, he should get these two as vassals, but not this guy. However, I think if we granted the duchy here, it would mean that she remained a vassal of the queen, which we actually don't want since this isn't de jure part of her kingdom. So we grant it to this guy. He won't get the county of Metz, but it's okay. He'll be pretty happy with me nonetheless. So yes, he has the two counties. This one is part of the wrong kingdom, but that's alright. Probably not worth the trouble it would take to fix it. And we had another granddaughter. Let's see what amazing traits she has. Oh, they finally had an average daughter with no amazing traits. How sad. She is going to grow up in the shadow of her many more talented older sisters. Discovered a plot where the Queen of Schwaben seeks to fabricate a claim on the Holy Roman Empire. Well, I never. She is not a fan of me because I usurped a title from her. Did I? Well, I guess we'll ask her to end the plot. We could attempt to imprison her, but I don't really like the idea of trying to fight her. Not right now when we have a possible adventurer threat looming. And she is, I think, our most powerful vassal by a good way. Actually, Jerusalem is more powerful now, which is fine. Right, she is not at all grateful for the fact that I didn't imprison her, but we'll see what we can do to improve her opinion in other ways. Sending her a gift and giving her some really cool swans to take care of. We'll gain 200 gold from a tithe. That's pretty good as well. I don't think there was anything else we could really do. Doesn't like that she's a claimant to a title that I presumably own. I don't know which one, maybe the Duchy of Lothringen? No? Maybe it's because I usurped that title that she doesn't like me? I don't know. You converted an errant subject to the Catholic faith, well done. Seems we have no progress on the murder plot here, fortunately. We do have about a year and a half more, a bit less. I've taught my young granddaughter well. She is starting to act properly German. Excellent. Pretty good. We'll definitely have a properly German heir lined up at some point, even if our direct heir is still Lombard. And our next granddaughter now needs an education. Well, we have 2 wards ourselves, so we'll give her to somebody else. For opinion, I suppose, and I guess the Queen of Schwaben here is just fine. She might become German, but that's actually a bonus. Oh, I never disbanded my troops after this war. Sorry, guys. You can go home to your families now. Nazareth was converted to the Catholic faith. Excellent. So some progress being made here. Apparently we're hostile to some troops down here. It's just a peasant revolt. Okay. Not a big deal. Seems that the Seljuks are having a pretty nasty revolt at the moment, so I'm kind of disappointed that I'm missing the chance to go to war with them right now, while they're distracted. I imagine we'd be able to beat them anyway. They have... actually just put down the revolt, okay. I think to have a max levy of about 60, 70,000. Actually is pretty big. The Doge of Venice has usurped something, okay. From a former vassal of mine? Who knows? Oh, this might be the war against Baden. I see. Yeah, it seems like they've lost some land down there. And, in fact, the land up here as well. Interesting. So I guess to take the remaining duchy up there, we're going to have to go to war with Venice. Which should be okay. They aren't that strong, but of course they have a decent amount of gold and will probably hire mercenaries. Alright, your mission was successful. You converted another county. We'll move you along to the next one here. Uh-oh. I don't feel too well, something is wrong with me. I'm burning up with fever, my nose is running, and my head feels as if someone is banging something hard against it. We become ill. Alright, let's hope that doesn't last too long. We're still relatively young. We probably should change our theology focus at this point. Maybe to a health-promoting focus. Be family-oriented for a while. Increases our fertility. Though I doubt we can have any more children at this point. You never know, though. I'm observing some of the local priests at work, studying dense and arcane ancient texts. Suddenly one of the priests says, "Oh dear, this manuscript won't do it all. The colours of the illustrations aren't good. Perhaps I should suggest a better source of pigment. Illustrate the manuscript." We can suggest earwax to gain 1 piety, urine to gain prestige, or colourful stones to gain a 50-50 chance of one or the other. Let's go for colourful stones. I guess we gained... I don't know, the piety went up, but we're gaining monthly piety anyway, so may not have been from the event. Seljuk levies are still relatively depleted, and they are at war. Still in... oh, they're in the civil war that Rome is having. Okay. Still no success in our murder plot against the adventurer, and I think time is running out a little bit. We're less than a year away from that now. Your mission, though, has been a success. Count Franz the Drunkard is a little bit happier with me. We'll leave our Chancellor there to help him out a bit more, though. He's a distinguished commander. Oh, and we have died, so despite our extra health from our family focus, wasn't enough, I guess. So our heir now is Damiana, which is great. We'll play as her if we die, which probably actually won't be for a while, I imagine. But we're now Kaiserin Alba of the Holy Roman Empire. I'm kind of a worse character, I think, than our predecessor in many ways. But that's okay. So, we probably need to check out our vassal opinions. Queen of Jerusalem, who is our sister, is not especially happy with me. Not for any particular reasons, though, I guess. Because she got a claim on the Empire when my former character died. Only a weak claim, though. Anyway, let's appoint a new Chancellor. I guess that'll be our husband. He now has the ambition to have a son. I guess he's tired of all these daughters. That's okay, we'll see who we need to use him on in due course. We'll get these children educated. I guess we will have to educate Damiana ourselves. Let's, first of all, though, see if we can change our culture to German. We actually can't do until we have 500 prestige. I think, though, it's better to take the risk that we might accidentally convert her back to Lombard and educate her personally for the moment, though, to make sure that nothing bad happens to her. And probably the same with our next eldest, Euphrosyna. Is the next eldest, right? Yes, okay. And the other child, Melissa, we will have to give to a vassal, probably. And I guess we'll give her to Jerusalem, or maybe Jerusalem's opinion doesn't matter that much, since we can always just grant her independence at some point. She gets to be a problem. Maybe give her to our other vassal queen instead. We might become German, but yes, that would be a bonus. You can pick a character focus. So I think we should probably go for a diplomacy focus to help smooth over the succession here. And I think we'll go for carousing, since it's worth 3 instead of 2. And we don't particularly need the fertility and health bonus, I think. We're pretty young and presumably healthy. Righteous imprisonment on a duke. We can create titles which would give us some prestige and maybe allow us to change our culture. We do have a decent amount of money, but we might need that for some bribes. We'll unpause for a minute here and see what kind of factions spring up, if any, and we'll work on some opinions accordingly. Oh. This, Duke What's-His-Name, the Drunkard of Utrecht, is the first to jump into a faction here. And Franz. Though nothing too dangerous springing up just yet. And the tithe is, of course, very welcome. Alright, a few more people joining Lower Crown Authority. We could actually just lower the Crown Authority if we wanted to, but I'll try to avoid doing that if at all possible. Okay, so Count Franz here is probably our highest priority for opinion management, since he is in both factions. We'll give him his extortionately large gift and the title of Seneschal. Or Seneschal? I never know how that's pronounced. I should probably look it up at some point. He's up to 52, which may get him out of the factions, we'll see. Their queen is usurping something, okay. True to her nickname. Guess it did get him out of that one faction. And this other one as well, I suppose, okay. That's fine. This is not quite at a dangerous level yet, but we should probably start bribing some of these people. Just to make sure it doesn't fire. 93 gold for you. Unfortunately, we don't have any honorary titles suitable to give you. Work on our brother here. We can give him an honorary title. Let's see. You can have a gift also, and I assume we can't give you an honorary title either. Alright, we'll see how that does. One person got out of there. 2 people. And our Burgrave of Nuremberg here wants to put the Queen of Jerusalem in charge of the whole empire. People of Izmit have progressed, and you have stolen some of their technology. Thank you. Okay, let's see if we can get Duchess Helga of Ostfranken here out of our faction too. That's 131 gold, but it does increase her opinion quite a lot, so I think we'll give it to her. Oh, and somebody wants to put Gerhard von Henneberg here into power. You want 125 gold. This just reeks of rampant opportunism now. Hey guys, the Empress is paying out. We'll see if we have an honorary title for you as well. Okay, and if that's taken care of, I think things are looking okay for the moment. Oh, no. Another faction in favor of my brother here. Started by the Count of Magdeburg, so we don't really have to worry about that, it's only 4%. I think we're okay for the moment, we'll keep an eye on the factions. Population of wolves in Schwarzburg is a problem again, apparently, and we're going to have lower build times or higher build times and lower taxes, which is bad. And we should try to get... oh, I guess we no longer have the adventurer threat, so I guess they had a grudge against Kaiserin Elide personally, and they don't care about me. That's okay. Well, that's fine. That kind of frees us up to declare our war on the Seljuks if we want to. And in fact, we wouldn't have to declare a holy war. I think we could declare a de jure claim on behalf of our vassal queen, which incidentally would improve her opinion. I guess I'm wrong about that, and we only have the holy wars available. That's fine. we'll just it will result in improving her opinion anyway, since we'll grant the land to her or transfer the vassalage or whichever we end up doing. So we'll probably do that in the next episode, but for now we are out of time, so thanks for watching and join me again then.